Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Wednesday, the 24th of December. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take somewhat of a learn from it, transfer it to your own charts, and I'm not here to shoot trading signals. This is a video for paying subscribers at chartingthemarkets.substack.com. It's published on YouTube after a delay of 24 hours. All right, great. Okay, things are proceeding pretty much as planned, although SPX is leading now. And we're not seeing leadership from IWM and Dyer, but nonetheless, I think they'll probably make their targets. ES, you can see, is getting pretty close to its target, and not far above that target actually is the retest of the all-time high. I think we only actually need to go up another 30 handles or so. I'm thinking that's unfinished business above, and I'm thinking that's got a pretty good chance of being made. NQ is again getting pretty close to the target, not too far above that, and closer than it appears on this chart is the retest of the all-time high there, and I think we will make that. RTY and YM have basically barely progressed. They've broken up from their reversal patterns, but they've barely progressed from there. This looks like a bull flag on IWM, and I'm sorry, on RTY, and I'm expecting this to deliver that retest of the high and YM as well. So I'm still thinking we're going to see retests of the all-time highs across the board on the US indices. On DAX, broken up from the IHS, not done a great deal since. This could be a little double top here. Watching with interest, I would like to see this make at least the retest of this high. ESTX, again, this looks like a bull flag. I'm still thinking we've got basically 1.5 trading days left this week. We've got half day today and got a full day on Friday, and they're both holiday days, and I think that's probably enough to get us up to that target. First, just talking about next week, we've got fairly neutral to slightly bullish tape next week, apart from, I think, a bearish day on Wednesday. So I would like to see those high retests completed ideally by Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday is 67% bearish. Thursday, obviously next week, is that is New Year's Eve, of course, and New Year's Day we've got a closed day on Thursday, and first trading day of the year is Friday, the 2nd of January. So really, probably want to see those all-time high retests sorted out by Monday. I'm planning to do a post maybe today, maybe Friday morning, but we will see how that goes. All right, let's have a look at the bigger picture charts. Okay, SPX. On SPX, we've already made the previous high. Sorry, hang on. Sorry, I'm sneezing. We've already made the previous high, and we've got less than 17 handles to get back up to the new all-time high. So I think we're probably going to see that pretty soon. In terms of the Qs, we've got made less progress, but still doing pretty well on that. Target is up here in about the 626 area, and retest of the prior high is at 628.40, and we need to get up to 636 for the retest of the all-time high. That looks eminently doable to me, but SPX is obviously going to reach it first. Looking at Dyer. On the we've got the little double bottom. It's broken up here. I'm thinking that's likely to make target at 488.60. It's actually, looking at this, it's actually Qs which are struggling the most, because of course they were trailing before the last move down. That's got a bigger task to do to get back to the all-time high, but SPX is going to make that very possibly today. In terms of the IWM charts, actually pretty much already made, or already almost reached this IHS target, which was up at, what's that, 255.80 approximately, but I'm expecting that to reach the all-time high retest at 257.34 as well. Looking at DAX, we are holding the daily middle band, and we're holding the 50 DMA, and I'm expecting to see a retest of 24.5k. That could be a right shoulder high, as I was mentioning yesterday, and so that is a possible alternate there. I'd quite like to see a retest of the high here at 24.8, but we may not get that far because we've got a pretty decent softening pattern before we get there. In terms of Nikkei, apologies for all the text in the background. It's looking at Nikkei, this looks like a consolidation triangle. This would normally, see a little, if it forms the way you'd normally expect it to, this would do a little pullback here, and then it would break up towards a retest of the high, which we may well see as well. All right, let's move on to DX. Now, I've been reading a lot about DX has gone down in the last couple of days. There's been a lot of apocalyptic talk about, this is the end. And for sure, the administration is doing very little to inspire confidence in the dollar. However, at the moment, this might just be a low retest. We've got a possible 60-minute buy signal brewing. We've got a very nice looking double bottom here. We've got a pretty nice looking double top here on the euro. This is just a double top which may be taking us down on the euro and up on DX. So we've also got a very nice looking rising wedge, which is overthrowing slightly on GBP USD, suggesting that's going to go down. We've got a 6-minute sell signal fixed there. USD JPY. If dollar does make a low here, then of course we've still got unfinished business at a retest of this high here in the 158 area. So I think this may well be the second low of a double bottom, and I think people, well, I don't know, the talking heads, they just say what they see a move down like this, and they see a total fail, and it's going to zero and so on. But actually, right now, I'm seeing a falling megaphone that's broken up, and then a retest of the low, set up a double bottom. This is a classic bottoming sequence. Doesn't necessarily mean it's got to go, but it is a classic bottoming sequence. And really looking at the signals and so on, and the buy signal that is still fixed on the daily charts on the dollar, I'm quite liking the upside here. We will see how that goes. Now, if it heads down and makes the double top target down in the 97.19 area, then fair enough. Then that is a legitimate target, and that's been made. And if we fail down directly from there, yes, we could go back and retest the annual lows, or the lows this year. But there's nothing strongly suggesting that's going to happen short term. We may well see a rally instead, even if that rally ultimately fails. We'll see. CB has been trading sideways, looking pretty weak. ZN, this looked like a flag which had broken down and with a target at a retest this low. If we get back there and continue down, then we've got some very big targets to the downside, suggesting that interest rates will go up, and God knows they should, because the administration is not inspiring any confidence at all that it's even vaguely concerned with deficits or the national debt or anything like that. And there's just vague talk that they're going to pay off the national debt soon, and well, who knows? But it seems unlikely. Looking at CL, we've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed, and I think we've got one on RBOB as well. Yes, we do. Now HO. We've got a double bottom which is breaking up here with a target in the 2.2535 area, but of course, quite often, these just fail back into the lows. I'm wondering if this might do that, but of course, a lot of this move up, what the talking heads are saying is that this is about the US interdicting Venezuelan oil, which is taking oil off the market. And of course, that does tend to be a sensitivity. It doesn't, in fact, oil has been far less sensitive to that sort of thing this year than I really would have expected it to be. We could see more from here, but I still think we are owed another retest of this low and potentially significantly lower while we retest the main lows on HO. So we'll see how that goes. RBOB, do we have a decent falling megaphone here? No, not really. It's vaguely okay, but it's not good. So I'm not taking this trend line particularly seriously. I am watching for a potential reversal pattern. There's nothing particularly convincing so far. NG, this was a fast one. NG has really been moving lately, but we had this nice looking little double bottom yesterday morning that broke up, made target. We don't have any negative divergence here. But at the moment, it's given back about a third of that move, and it could just continue to the downside. Keeping an open mind, it was overdue a rally. This was a very, very fast rally, and it may be failing just as fast as it happened. So watching that with interest. Looking at GC. GC, I'm wondering about a little double top here. We are seeing some signs of weakness here. We've got a 6-minute sell signal brewing here. But Palladium, having been cascading upwards for days, we've seen this little breakdown below rising support. Not necessarily seeing this as significant. We don't have a sell signal here, but the last two sell signals, the hourly sell signals on Palladium have failed, and actually the last three on Platinum have failed. This is something you only really see in a really strong uptrend. And a really strong uptrend bearish looking setups fail a lot. So we're seeing a bit of downside here. I'm wondering if that might expand into more. HG, this no longer looks like a double top forming. We have moved up. I'm wondering about a retest of the high in about the 5.9 area. We do have a possible weak 6-minute sell signal break. We will see. Looking at KC, we've got a 60-minute buy signal which has reached the possible near miss target. No obvious reversal pattern. Every reason to be going down. On the futures, this is the double top support. On the spot price chart, we've already broken down from a very large double top, and I'm leaning towards the downsides. Sugar still looks like a bear flag forming, but I've been talking about it. I'd quite like to see it reach this target in the 15.43 area, and it's getting pretty close to that. I'm thinking we may well do that today, which would knock that off, which would be good. Bigger picture, looks like a bear flag. CC, we've got a lovely looking little double bottom here, which is not delivering anything so far. Thinking we might see a bit of a rally here. Bigger picture is probably down, looking down. CT, nice looking little double bottom, and I'm going to try and work out what the hell has happened to this chart. But I've had a quick look and not found anything obvious so far, but obviously something's happened. I may need to recreate it from scratch. Lumber, we've got a double RHS which is broken up here, and that's got a target in the 620 area, and I'm thinking that that has actually already failed. I'm wondering whether this is just going to resume the downtrend. Bigger picture, this is very likely in a downtrend. On ZW, we've got this nice looking falling channel here, which has broken up. We've got a 60-minute sell signal brewing. I'm wondering about a possible retest of the low, but this looks like this is bottoming out, and this was a nice channel which is broken. On corn, this looks like a rough triangle which is breaking up, very possibly with a retest at this high here in the 455.5 area. On soy, little rally here, looks like a bear flag forming. So I'm leaning towards the downside still. ZL, we've got a nice looking little channel here which is broken up. This has already a nice looking little double bottom. Wondering if that might deliver. On live cattle, still possible double top here or just a bullish consolidation. 6-minute sell signal reached the possible near miss target. On HE, we are continuing higher. So I've redrawn the support trend line here, and we've got a large double bottom which is broken up with the target in the 88.65 to 90.2 area. All right, great. Let's have a quick look at questions. Yep. Very welcome, guys, and have an absolutely wonderful Christmas, and I'll catch you guys again on Friday. All right, take care.